Welcome back. My name is Mulligan and this is Xenonauts 2 October Progress Update. So, we are back with another update here. Second update at this point. So, this is mostly about the closed beta and we have a little bit general progress update. We will come to that later. So, they talked about they wanted to hit the 7th of November for the release of the first beta. Didn't really hit their target, but okay. They are targeting now the Wednesday 28th of November, which would be nice if that comes to fruition. It seems the alternative was the 9th of January. December is always hard to work around with. So understandable, but would be nice to have a starting point at the end of next month. They did say what they wanted to include in the first beta. So the first beta will have the full strategy layer, geoscope, base building, UFOs, air combat, crash sites, research, engineering, saving and loading, but only the first 2 weeks. So only the two smallest UFOs will be available in the first beta release. Second beta release, they did iterate that they want to add more stuff. The higher the beta releases go, corvettes, UFOs, base missions, terror sites. But at the beginning, we only have the more or less the start of the normal game. They do want to focus more on polishing or finishing the game, so there are no bugs. There are no bugs in the game itself. So the beginning could be a little bit not so good as the game per se. So it could be too easy, too hard, maybe a couple bugs, maybe aliens don't do anything, they don't spawn with weapons. All that stuff could happen at the beginning, and they want to get all that stuff out as they expand all the stuff with the future beta builds, and don't go in with all the stuff and then aliens don't spawn with weapons or some kind of problem is in later iterations of the beta builds, and they want to go slowly with that. So, okay, understandable. Um, they did they did say they want to collect some feedback as the beta builds go up naturally, and they were talking about finishing. So they have a couple bugs that need to be fixed. They are more or less stopping the core game loop, so air fighting, base building, and then missions, uh, ground missions. So they have a couple bugs they want to finish, and they shot approximately 1 or 2 weeks. They want to finish those critical bugs and then polish, so we have as good a first beta release as we can get, and then they want to build up on that, get feedback and stuff like that. They did talk about some general progress updates, new weapons and features like the XCOM style proximity grenades, which could be good to add. So they have those in. The inventory system, which most people wanted, they have implemented that, and there were a couple bugs that came with that system. They had to work on those, and they talked a little bit about maps. So this is the map in the map editor, and this is the exported design. So they did tell us about those maps are made by blocks in a 16 by 16 design. So you can more easily mix and match in those maps. So as example, you can have naturally they have approximately 6 biomes I read, and so snow, dry, lush, jungle, who knows, metropolitan areas, and you can have those blocks mix and match. As example, you could land in this map, this house gone, maybe a car park, maybe fuel station. You land maybe up here, maybe a couple more canyons, who knows. So you have more or less the same biome, but you get more variation on those maps, which is important. This is the main game loop, and you don't want to make that stale, especially with stuff you can help, like maps. They did show a little bit on the snow map here, a little bit sneaky here. And they did talk about the new inventory item system, which they implemented everywhere. As you see, equipment, loadout, on the ground. And there were, as I said, a couple bugs that came with that. They did get most of them fixed. There are a couple bugs outside that are only in the Unity editor and that are not in the Unity editor, but as soon as you export the game, bugs start appearing, which is odd, but seems like it can happen. And yeah, they showed a little bit of the inventory system. You have your main hand, it seems armor, belt, and your backpack, and the ground, I would guess. Can't really read that. And it seems, looking similar. I like that it doesn't open up a new window, so it stays in. I can still look around the battlefield. Maybe there's a rocket launcher on the ground. Looking around, is there a target I could rocket launcher? Maybe I shouldn't pick that up. Maybe a couple grenades. I do hope stuff in belts is easier to access, so less time units used to get that out and use, like grenades, ammo. Would be really nice. And I hope that maybe the landing helicopter has some inventory of its own. That would be nice. I do like that. Could be a good idea. So that is more or less what this update is about. So they want to start at the end of November to start getting the first beta build. It is bare bones in terms of depth, at least, high-tech alien weapons. You will not see that in the first beta build, but they want to add more stuff as the beta builds go up and up. Want feedback. They build more complex maps or more let's say complex maps in this kind, so you can mix and match a little bit better. And the inventory system, which, as I said, maybe most people wanted that, because this is just the better system. I hate the XCOM 2 system where you only have the stuff you bring. You can't pick stuff up, you can't drop stuff, maybe switch stuff. Maybe you have a normal weapon, as I have in my Xenonauts one game playthrough. You have a normal weapon and maybe flamethrower in the backpack down here. Maybe you have a different type of weapon in your landing vehicle. So you go around ballistic weapons, but you have a couple laser weapons there. I don't know if they go for different damage types and different armor types for aliens. So androids are more susceptible to EMP and stun. Maybe civilian are more susceptible to flames. I don't know if they go that way. Would be nice. Would make more sense to then bring additional weaponries. Have a ballistic weapon, have maybe laser weapon as backup in the Chinook. So you go around, scout, you see, oh, it's androns, let's go back, get our laser weapons, a lot more effective than ballistic. Would give a little bit more strategy on that ground type. Or maybe have some kind of reconnaissance you can. Instead of just going with the Chinook into the mission, you can get something like a drone or an AVAX over the crash site and can scan to see approximately so many enemies are visible. so you can't really check the buildings, but if it's an open map, you can see most of the enemies, so you know 17 enemies. If there are a lot of buildings, you only know like 4, but in truth there are like 10 people hiding in buildings. And you can maybe see what type. Would be nice, always nice. If it's a season mission, let me prepare for a season mission. Don't let me go into a mission with like ballistic weapons against civilian who just laugh at me because I didn't bring a flamethrower. So that would be a nice addition. We will see. I will upload videos of the beta build as soon as I get access. And then we can see how much they have polished the game, how good it is. And we will give it a chance. Let it develop. Don't rush stuff. I can understand. Let the masses just go with the mains, get most of the stuff into the game, but don't go too much in depth. Let them go, get accustomed to the base, find maybe some crucial bugs, and if the game is running quite nice, you can then add stuff on top. The better the foundation, the better you can build on that. So I approve of that. That was it for this update, at least. As soon as we see the next one, which should be in a month or so, I will see you back here. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.